So everybody and their mom is telling you to use AI. Use AI to get rich in 2026. Do this, do that, do that. But in this video, I'm gonna show you exactly why I'm not gonna use AI at all. Okay, that's a lie. I might use it a little bit. Everyone is telling you to use AI to get rich in the future. Well, yes, AI is trending up, but I'm about to show you why that might be the worst mistake you make for your business forever. And in the next 20 minutes, I'm gonna show you how I went from an average broke college student to creating content that drives in revenue, builds trust, builds authority for businesses, and drives them crazy numbers. I'm Landon. I'm the owner of Let's Begin Agency that I started 10 months ago from my parents' basement. Fast forward 10 months, I've worked with a multi-million-dollar client. I've got hundreds of thousands of views to accounts that were brand new. I've gotten over 80,000 followers across all of my socials, maybe even 100,000. Unlike everybody else on the internet where they try to pitch you on some course or pitch you on this, I'm gonna give you all the information for how I started from absolute zero in my parents' basement, getting to this point right now of starting a successful agency. And for proof that this is the exact system I used, same exact framework I used for myself on an arcade local to my community, I went in, created storytelling content for them, and in 3 weeks, we generated over 1,000 followers and 110,000 views to a brand new account using the exact framework I'm about to give you. I also did this for my art hobby account. I created content for 6 months, generated over 20 million views, almost 90,000 followers in my peak, and had so many leads I couldn't keep up with it. Then for the icing on top, in the summer, I helped a roofing company crack over $1 million in revenue. So it's pretty safe to say that this framework can work for any niche, so that's exactly why I'm gonna teach it to you in this video. So enough yapping, let's actually get into learning some proper framework. All right, so let's talk about exactly what we're gonna go over in this video. So like I said, for the last 10 months, I went through the ups and downs of failing and succeeding, finally found a structure and a framework that works any niche in any business to generate them revenue. So that's exactly in this video what I'm gonna break down is the 3 phases that I came up with that you gotta follow in order to structure your business to be able to grow and succeed and generate more revenue and get to that end result that you have been dreaming about sooner. This is the video that you're gonna wanna take notes because I'm not like everybody else. I'm gonna show you exactly how I got from point A to point B without leaving anything out. I'm even gonna talk about my failures. Enough yapping, let's actually get into learning some proper framework. All right, so let's dive into this deeper. So as we know it, the game has changed, right? Before you could do some freelance brand scaling, you could run some Facebook ads, you could run some ads, get some money. And going into 2026, you need more because Facebook ads are not a business model. If you've tried it, done it for yourself, it is very easy for a business to set that up. So we need to do more. So updated social media management. This has higher value and higher demand, and it is a competitive edge because not a lot of businesses are optimizing for social media. They're just rushing to use AI because it's the easier way to go. So right now we are in a trust recession and we can thank that to AI because before in year 2010, we were going up, right? We had SMMA. People were learning about how, okay, I can do social media for other businesses and make money. Or businesses were like, oh, hey, Instagram and TikTok and all of these platforms are super cool. Let's post our business on there and see what happens. And yeah, you grew, you got some trust. In 2016, you went up. But as that started to come around, guess what started advancing? AI. So then that started to tank. And in 2020 and beyond, AI really started to grow. And that's exactly when we tanked. 2025 is when we are at a trust rock bottom, really. We are at a trust rock bottom. And going into 2026, we're gonna change that. We're gonna build that up from 2026 and beyond to beyond levels and build that trust back because that's what people buy from. AI changed everything. This is the path that everybody else is taking. They are going on the path of AI because it's the easier way to go and they are taking the lazy way out. Where we want to follow this path and build it the old-fashioned way, build it by working hard because that's what people trust and those are the brands and businesses people buy from. Timing matters in this. 100% timing matters because if you don't act now, you're going to get taken over with people that did. If you build on this skill right now, you could build a skill that is worth millions. This is my handcrafted system that I have put together. I call it the Trust Engine System. Since AI has completely broken our trust, we are going to abuse AI's weakness to reap the benefits. Just like this. Like I said, I grew one of my accounts to over 89,000 followers. I built one of my other platforms to over 10,000 followers. This was the arcade that I talked about, building that in less than 3 weeks. And then some other great testimonials of revenue being generated. I mean, come on, last 30 days. I mean, those results just speak for themselves. I don't know what else to say. So let's break down this Trust Engine system once and for all. So all of that was built with the Trust Engine system that I put together. AI has killed our trust in everything, we need a way to build trust and drive revenue without it. As much as people want to use AI, people also want to get away from it. But you have to build the social presence properly, and here is exactly how you're going to do that. I call it the 3 Fs. I have my Let's Begin University, and instead of getting A's in my university, I want Fs. I want to build foundation, I want to build the frame, and I want to flourish the shit out of your business. I want it to grow like a plot full of flowers. So I have foundation where we're going to build our ICP, ideal customer profile, identity, and brand message. We're going to take the foundation of what we built with the ICP, the identity, the brand messaging, and all of that, and we're going to clearly articulate the message through organic content. And how we do that comes down to optimizing social media platforms, which I will break down later on in this video. Once we master that and continue to post consistently for 4 to 6 months, we're going to start to see some flowering and we're going to see some flourish, because that's after months of real content is when the real growth begins. So let's break this down even more. We are in the foundational phase. So foundation is where you need to understand everything about your business, or theirs if it's your client. If you're an agency owner and it's your client, this is what you need to be doing. So you need to find out what their ideal customer profile is, right? Figure that out. Find that ICP. You're going to take it and you're going to make every single video almost directly to that ICP. So for me, my example I put in here was my business is a social media marketing agency that tailors to small to medium-sized businesses that want to create better content. Ages 21 to 40, have started a business and generated some money, however, are looking to scale through their content. Once your ICP is found, you need to understand the brand message. What message do you want to get across to everybody, right? Now, each video might be a little bit different, but it will be unique in its own way, right? So that whenever anybody comes across on the For You page, they see the same style of video, they automatically know, oh, that's so-and-so business. And I'm going to get into showing you some actual examples of businesses that I'm talking about or brands that I'm talking about. This is where we frame the actual content and whole social presence of everything. So framing is how we take the foundation and build the frame of the social presence. This is optimizing profiles, structuring content to fit the ICP, brand message, really killing the 3 content pillars for business. And those are as follow. Educational equals trust. Storytelling, get followers, and authority gets leads. So I have examples that I'm going to show you right here. So this right here is an example of an educational video.
A following, or are you building a personal brand? There are 2 types of creators on social media. Creator number 1 gets very fluctuating results. Creator number 2 gets very consistent results because they built a personal brand. Now, to build a personal brand, you want to post 3 main types of content. Number 1, educational, value-driven content about your niche. Now, there are 6 main types of educational posts that you can make. Number 2, storytelling, personal stories about you and your business. Here are some of my favorite storytelling structures. And number 3, authority, social proof and results-focused content that establishes you as an expert. Here are some of my favorite ways to create these videos. Now, if you focus on one of these, that's how you become a creator number 1. But if you do a mix of all, that is how you become a creator number 2 and build a personal brand that actually cares about you. Follow for more social media marketing education.
As you can see, she is literally giving us the same framework that I have built here. Now, obviously, I took that from her. Personal brand knowledge, Ava's amazing. She has amazing content. Go watch her stuff if you want to learn some more free game. However, that was educational. As much as she's talking about the other avenues that we're talking about here, that is an educational video because it is teaching you the specific videos you should be posting as a business. And I'm not going to fight against it because it's what works. So now we're going to break down storytelling, and this is how you get followers.
9 weeks ago, me and my boy bought 2.5 acres of land for $37,000. We're developing the land into luxury cabins for short-term rentals. But how did 2 bot college students finance this project? Our contractor priced our first cabin at about $300K, and we wanted a construction loan to finance that. We had to shop around 10 different banks before we could find someone that was willing to lend to us. We eventually found someone that was willing to lend 90% loan to value of our project. Numbers. We bought the land for 37 grand in cash and wanted to use that as our initial equity for the project. At 90% loan to value, we thought our lending capacity was about to be $333K, and that would cover the entire build. The only other cash we'd have to bring out of pocket would be closing costs on the loan. But the bank told us life ain't sweet. So our 2.5 acres are subdivided into 4 lots like this, and it's divided by this undeveloped private road in the middle. Our first build is going to be on this lot right here. For some reason, the bank said they'd only qualify the equity of this project based on the value of these 2 lots because this undeveloped road is dividing our land. And the bank appraised those 2 lots at $20,000. So now instead of having a loan that would cover our entire build, we only had 180 grand of the 270 that we needed. To get our equity to 30K, we had to bring an extra 10 grand out of pocket. On top of that, the closing costs on the loan had to make us bring another 10K to the table. Let's just say our pockets are hurting right now. We closed on that loan a couple weeks ago and have already dug the footers for our foundation. Don't blink because this cabin is coming to life faster than you think. Follow me, man.
Telling a story about his business, about his brand. This is a personal brand. I mean, as you could tell. Look at this guy's account. And what I want to tell you is these guys optimize for that. He's building Royal Oak Retreat, which, look at this, it is optimized. It drives everybody to right here. As he's building his personal brand and telling a story, he is also driving the traffic to his actual business. Shout out my boy Rajan. I'm in his community. He's an amazing guy. He is actually so lit. So Rajan, if you see this video, WU, you're killing it, bro. And I hope to be like you one day. As you can tell, this Royal Oak Retreat isn't even built yet. Guys, it isn't even built yet. But he has built such a massive following, and this is where it comes down to presence. Every single video is the same. This is where we get into the brand message. This is his style of video. You see that across every single video he makes. It is the same style of video because he made one, it went viral, and he just doubled down on it, which is an amazing, amazing tactic, and you have to be doing that. Authority equals leads. So my boy Marsh, the goal of personal branding around a business. Like literally, I love this guy's style. He is the GOAT. Authority videos don't get many views. Now his did amazing, right? But he makes great content. I mean, Marsh has over 360,000 views, right? If you ask him, this video got about, I think 100,000 views, which for him, that isn't amazing. This is an authority reel because people watch this and they see, oh my gosh, he generated how much money from his clothing brand? And he went from nothing to this in however long of time. Authority puts that in front of somebody. You took either yourself or somebody else from point A to point B, and look what I did through doing this XYZ method.
$104,000 in 42 minutes. This is drop day for my clothing brand in 60 seconds. Now drop day always starts with a lot of nail biting, a lot of nerves. Cause I mean, shit, I spent 4 months working towards my back to school drop. 20 garments, 4 photo shoots, 24 Instagram posts, 11 team meetings, and 1,000 pre-production issues with our manufacturer. And now we find out if it was all for nothing or if people fucked with us. So after sitting antsy for 4 hours, we finally opened the website.
1,800 people waiting on the website. 500 active carts.
We're at 30.
I should just double. 70K in 15 minutes. We're about to hit 100.
It was nuts. Seeing our community invest in my work at that level was just so humbling and rewarding. And you know what? If you've been asking yourself, should I post this video? Should I start that brand? Will people fuck with me? The answer is yes. Okay. And if you do want to start a brand, I'm hosting a 3-day masterclass on October 1st, 2nd, and 3rd for completely free. I'll be breaking down everything that you need to know from starting to scaling your brand. So if you want to lock in your spot, comment front row down below and I'll DM you an invite link. To all the beautiful, ambitious people of the world, I'll see you very soon.
Now, authority is going to look a lot like storytelling. And now there are other great examples of authority. Somebody that has gone from point A to point B doing XYZ method that somebody has implemented, right? Me, for example, an authority reel that I could make was taking my arcade client from 0 followers to 1,100 followers in less than 3 weeks, generating them over 110,000 views by implementing my content structure. That's exactly what I would say. That's an authority reel. Now, they don't get the most amount of views, but they do get leads because that is showing what you do. Now, this is the fun part. Mind you, I'm not even at this stage yet. I'm still framing everything because flourishing might take a year, it might take 25 years, or it might take a few months. When you talk about foundation, you need to have a somewhat of an end goal in mind. Where do you see this business in 5 years? Are you leaving the business? Are you selling? Are you expanding another location? Are you hiring another employee, a key employee? What does that look like? You need to talk about that with your business or with your agency, whatever the case may be. You need to figure that out as your brand and as your business. What is your goal? Because we are going to be working towards that every single day through our content, right? All of this becomes possible with the right strategies. You have 2 paths to take. You could either go the route of everybody else. You could try to take the easy way out and use AI to make your life easier and lose a lot of trust along the way. Or you could build a revenue generating trust engine using the 3 Fs. That is a proven system that not only brings in followers and more eyes to your business, but it will definitely drive in more revenue. Of course, it's easy because everybody else is doing it. Do you want to be like everybody else, or do you want to be one of a kind, like those businesses you see scaling past you to the point that you want to get to? Or maybe you're in a community of businesses who have never implemented any content structure like this, and you could be the first of a kind and get the upper edge. Now, obviously, you could take all this information that I just taught you in this video, take it off on your own, and go do your own thing. I know how people operate. I know what goes on up here. You're gonna watch this video, you're gonna save it for later, you're gonna forget about it in a week, and no action is what kills dreams, and that's exactly why you're in the same spot you were 6 months ago with your business. So how about you and me together actually do something with this, huh? So if you want to talk about working together with me, go ahead, head to my Instagram, I linked it in the bio, and DM me with the word begin. That's how I know you'll be serious, you'll watch this video, and you're interested in working with me, okay? Now, if you watch this video and you're like, I want this kid to run my social media for my business, this is the guy for me. I do done-for-you services for multiple businesses in any niche, implementing these exact same structures. And if you know that you're ready to work with me and your business needs these type of services done for you, my calendar link is linked down below. Go ahead and book a call with me, and we can go on a free 30-minute to an hour-long discovery call, figuring out everything, how we're gonna do it, how we're gonna implement it, and how I'm gonna help you boost your business in 4 months and start generating you more revenue with your content. I'm gonna be so real. The only reason I went from an average college student to an actual successful business owner was because I took action. I did something to actually help me grow. Now, I have actively invested into mentors, into coaches, into information to help me boost my business and get above everybody else. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I just gave you everything I did from point A to point B 10 months ago, starting in my parents' basement, to right now sitting in front of this camera talking to you. This is everything that I've done. I've went through the roller coaster. Trust me. And this is the exact strategy I use right now to generate revenue for businesses. So what are you waiting for? The ball is in your court and the choice is yours. I hope to see you soon, and I hope you take action. And I hope this video was valuable. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.